to African Air Winners. Today, new gun day, so let's check it out. Alright guys, now that we've seen the box, let's see what came in the box. First of all, we've got our Gamo Replay 10X. 10X stands for the 10-shot magazine. It's an auto-loading system, very nice on the Gamo Replay. This is not an IGT gas ram, this is a Springer. So it's a Gen 2. It also comes with Gamo's patented recoil mount. Very nice for giving your scope some longevity, especially against the recoil that the Springers put out. What comes in the box? You get your instruction manual, 2 10-shot magazines. You also get your custom adjustable trigger, your CAT as they call it, instruction manual, and then it also comes with a 4x32 scope. But for this review, I won't be using the scope. I like sort of bigger optics. But overall, just a very nice package, especially very budget friendly. And guys, this is not an IGT gas ram, this is a Springer. Alright, now that we've seen what comes with the rifle, let's take a closer look at the Replay 10X. First of all, the rifle is 115 centimeters long. It weighs in at around 2.5 kgs without a scope, or just about 4.8 pounds. It's a 10-shot magazine, auto-loading system, very, very nice. Makes shooting a break barrel an absolute pleasure. The shroud is called the Whisper X system, or sound suppression system. Ends off with a very nice muzzle brake, and there's baffles that sit in this section of the shroud. And later in the video, I'll show you guys how the Whisper X system works. The stock is a synthetic ambidextrous stock with a very nice recoil pad on the back. The trigger is fully adjustable. It's called the CAT custom action trigger that's very adjustable. And I'll share a video with you guys on how the adjustment system in the CAT trigger works. The safety is right in front of the trigger blade, and just pull it back towards the trigger to put it into safe, and then for fire, you just push it away from the trigger. It's a very, very nice system and very nicely located for easy access. Overall, just a beautiful looking rifle. All right, let's take a closer look at how the CAT trigger works and how adjustments are made.
Revolutionary in airgun innovation raises the bar yet again with the revolutionary CAT custom action trigger. For the first time, Gamo air rifle owners are now able to independently adjust the first and second stages of their trigger. Simply loosen the first stage adjustment screw and the trigger travel increases. If a shorter travel length is desired, just tighten the same screw to decrease the first stage travel length. The second stage adjustment is made just as easily. Unscrew the adjustment setting to increase the second stage travel length, or decrease it by screwing in the same adjustment point. The CAT custom action trigger, only from Gamo. Tailor your trigger to how you want.
Alright, so there you can see how awesome this CAT trigger is, how easy adjustments are made. Very, very nice. Now let's take a look at how this Whisper sound suppression system works to suppress the noise that the rifle makes when you shoot it. Now that you've seen how the noise reduction system works, let's get into the magazine. The magazine, 10-shot adjustable magazine. Let's have a look at how we load the magazine. All right, let's take a look at how we load the 10X magazine. As you guys can see, you should be able to see, there's an arrow. It tells you which way to dial the mag. So all you're going to do is going to line it up, grab a little pellet, set it in there. Okay, you can let it go at this point, and then what you do is just move it up to the next one. Okay. And the next one, and the next one. So I'm not going to load the whole thing for you guys, just to keep this short. What I do like about these magazines is that, so the mag actually inserts, this is the bottom of the mag, inserts like this, and then you have a number here. So the nice thing is when you're shooting, you can just take a quick look and it'll tell you how many pellets you still have left in the magazine. Very, very neat magazine concept for the auto-loading system on the Replay 10. So next thing, we just want to show you how the mag fits in. Okay, so we've got a magazine, so you can see the numbers on the top. Just slots in, just like that, and just clicks down. If you want to release the magazine, you simply pull this button down, that's right over there, so you guys can see it, down, and simply lift the magazine out. So you insert it just like that, and then you can get out. And as you can see, that number, it tells you how many rounds left. It's clear on the magazine. So that's how you load and install the mag on the auto-loading system of a Gamo Replay. Now that we've seen how the magazine works, guys, I think the next best thing is I'm going to put a scope on it. Choice of optic for the Replay 10 is the Nickel Sterling Panamax 4.5 to 14 by 50 millimeter optic. It's a 25 millimeter OD tube. Very, very nice optic for this rifle, and it is illuminated. So guys, now that we have the scope on the rifle, next thing I think is we're going to head to the range. Just to give you an idea of the actual size of the target we're shooting, because on the screen I enlarge the target. So just to give you an idea, the actual size of the target we're shooting is this size. So these targets are the same targets you get on the back of the Zane Slugs target. So guys, that's the actual size of the target. Often I think the targets look a bit big on screen, only because I've enlarged them to show clearly where the shots are impacted. Today, we've got some JTS dead center pellets that weigh in at 7.87 grain. They are flat nose pellets. We're going to be shooting them out on 2 targets at 25 yards and 2 targets at 35 yards. Just see what the accuracy is like. Also have some JSB 8.44 grain exact Diablo pellets. We're going to be doing 2 targets at 25 yards, and we're also going to be doing 2 targets at 35 yards. So guys, this is a Springer, so it's brand new. So you'll definitely notice that there's quite an inconsistency from shot to shot. Is that the flat nose pellets are actually a target pellet that are designed for lower speeds than we're going to be shooting them at, and they're also designed for 10-meter Olympic match shooting. It's not really designed for this type of rifle. It's going to be going way too fast, but it'll be interesting what the accuracy is like at 25 yards and at 35 yards. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so target number 1. I was very impressed. Right out the box, I haven't adjusted anything on this trigger. I just wanted to see what this rifle was capable of shooting, like out the box. And I must say the trigger really, really awesome. And accuracy, I was pretty impressed for 25 yards with those flat nose pellets. And you can see the velocity is quite high. Let's take a look at target number 2. Target number 2 again, another very nice group with those JTS dead center 8.87 pellets. So you can also see the numbers very inconsistent. This rifle is going to take at least 1,000 shots to break in, being a Springer. Let's take a look at the 35-yard target. Group sizes with the JTS dead center 7.87. Alright, so target number 1, not a bad group size for that particular type of pellet, especially going at those higher velocities, and again, numbers very inconsistent. Let's take a look at target number 2. Alright, so target number 2, very similar results for the JTS Dead Center, 7.87 flat nose pellets. Alright, let's take a look at the group sizes for the JSB 8.44 grain out at 25 yards. So target number 1. Alright, so target number 1, very nice group. Again, right out the box, very impressed with the speed and accuracy of the JSB 8.44 grain pellets for target number 1. Let's have a look at target number 2. So target number 2, 1 flyer, but overall still a very nice group. And again, you saw the numbers being very inconsistent. Now that we've seen the group size of 25 yards, let's push it out to 35 yards. Target number 1. Alright, so target number 1, wow, very impressed with that group size, especially with a brake barrel at 35 yards, wow. And the numbers still going very nice speed for those 8.44 grain. Let's take a look at target number 2. Alright, so total number 2. Wow, very impressed. One's tiny little fly, but overall, extremely happy with that group size for 35 euro. Alright guys, so there you have it for our first outing with the Gamo Replay 10X Gen 2 Springer. Overall, must say, really solid brake barrel Springer from Gamo Airguns. They don't disappoint. The barrel locks-ups are really solid. Very nice. And that trigger, wow, very nice trigger. It's probably one of the best triggers I've ever come across, except for maybe the Diana Target 56 trigger was a lot lighter, but I'm sure if I actually wanted to adjust this trigger, I could adjust it as light. But overall, very nice package, and it is nice and quiet for backyard shooting. Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.